Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today, Connor and Isaac and I are trying to beat the heat. It's going to be another 100-degree plus temperature day. So we've been getting up early and getting out here at 6:30 in the morning. What's actually the best part of the day. And this is the area we're going to run sheep on. We've never had sheep in here before. So we don't have any sheep fence as far as what people would call sheep fence, but because we have such a beautiful trained flock, we've trained them to one hot wire. Look at that. That hot wire ranges from 12 inches to 10 inches off the ground. I mean, it's going through some gunk, but there's just tons of this in here. That's autumn molly sprouts. So I had Johnny come in here and push all the cedars out last fall. It's actually like it's November. And the boys and I came here and unrolled hay, and I broadcast just fescue seed, no clover. And look what happened. Now, where did that clover come from? It had to come from the hay, but the hay that we used was just really junky hay. It was hay that was left over from the previous winter. The cows wouldn't eat it. It was put up pretty rank. In other words, it was over mature. And I don't remember there being any clover in it. I think it was all solid fescue. And to get this kind of dispersion, I mean, look at this. It's even out there on the frontier, on the edges of the paddock. I don't think we would have put hay over there. And it's just really thick, kind of in the center right here. But these sheep are absolutely going to do jumping jacks when they see this. Wild soybean, tender, succulent, new, common ragweed, which they eat. There's some love grass, all kinds of sprouts. You know, woody type sprouts. This is cedars. This is a cedar grove. And Johnny came in here and pushed all this stuff out. And now we're growing food that we can make a living selling solar energy off our farm, where before we weren't capturing any solar energy. And there's a little indent over there where we pushed all the brush. That's all cedars. And we left this little island right here. We found out that these little islands that come out into fields are great travel corridors. They're great travel lanes. I'll use the word lane so people understand a little better. These travel lanes are for the deer and the turkey. Ouch. I can't wait to get sheep in here to get rid of those darn things. Blackberries. Lots of blackberry vines. There's a sumac tree. There's their favorites. Ironweed. You know, a deer ate the top of that ironweed off. Anyway, it took some posts to do this. We probably put in, I don't know, close to 100 step-ins to get all this incorporated. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. This is our new pond that we built. It's new to us. It's been stocked now. It's got bass, bluegill, and channel cat in it. And here's our pad. Whoop. I don't have it put in yet. But there's a water pipe right there that goes through the dam. And here's my shut-off. I need to put a stake right there. Because when I come in my brush hog, I can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to nail that thing. Then I got to go buy a new cap. Look at the big blue stem in here. This is nuts. Folks, this big blue stem came from the year we built this pond. So count back to 2017. A guy sold me a whole bunch of big blue stem hay that was rank. And it was way over mature. We unrolled it, the cows wouldn't eat it. And so I used it as mulch on all of our new seeding programs. And boy, did it pay us back. Look at this. This is all big blue. Came from the hay we unrolled. Look what's coming up underneath it. Korean Lespedeza. The best Lespedeza out there. We come over the hill here. See, we don't have to worry about fencing this pond off for the sheep. Sheep hate water. They're not going to get in that. Isn't that a beautiful pond? We got all the fish attractants in it. I mean, there's going to be some really high quality fishing in here, probably within the next couple of years. This pond was built in 17. This is 2001, so it's already 4 years old. I am going to throw a couple grass carp in here, probably about 3, to help control some of that mossy stuff. Just make it easier to fish and keep that stuff from taking over the pond. Man, look at the Lespedeza. Holy moly. Oh, these sheep are going to feel like they died and went to heaven when they get in here. They got some big blue stem to chew on. They've got the Korean Lespedeza. I've never seen it like this. My goodness, look at that. It's just a carpet. Talk about really good wildlife cover. This is where I get my turkey at in the fall. They always come in here and water before they go up to roost. And I can set up in those trees, real quiet, full camouflage. And this is where I get my fall turkey at. And in the fall, you can get 2 turkeys, and you can get them both in one day. Now these are, usually young birds. Anyway, I got 2 here several years ago, and they're nice, just nice sized turkeys. Probably, 10 pounds. The young ones, really tender. But you can see I need to get in here with my brush hog and nail that thing. It's getting tall enough now that the sheep can't control that. And so I just got to get my older brush hog, not that, I'm not coming in here with that bat wing. Might tear something up. But my old brush hog, I can raise it up pretty high and back over that and knock it down, and then I can lower it down again and just continue to take it down where the sheep can control it. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing you might hit right there. Yeah. Throw it out of here. Wonder if I can break that one off. Oh yeah. Yeah. You hit that with a brush hog, you're gonna feel it. Yeah. There, I got it. Cool. Bring it over here. My gosh. What the heck? Look at the clover. This is solid cedar. We can see what it was. There it is, right there. That was here last winter. And we cleared a path all the way down to this pond through this cedar grove. It's about 100 feet wide. I'm 100% convinced it had to come from the hay. It wasn't in the seed bank. I don't think. Because that's... So folks, this is what it was right here. This is what we were dealing with. Do y'all see anything there that'll put on 2 pounds a day gain on a ruminant animal? Nope. But we left this. This is our wildlife cover. It's a good place for the cows to escape the flies. Get out of the scorching sun on a day like we're going to have today. There's another one of those old roots. I don't know if I can get that one. Oh, it came. Cool. But we got a beautiful salad bar here. We're going to bring the sheep in. The sheep are going to nail this. We had bulls here back in June. The bulls came in here. Of course, we had that pond fenced off so the bulls couldn't climb into it. But I guarantee you, on a hot day, they will climb into there. And you've ruined the pond. I mean, I built that pond. This is on a lease farm. We call this Cindy's 40. And I've got, oh, it's a big pond. It's deep. You can't see the pipe on the bottom. I think this one was around a little over $3,000. but I've got water for life. It fell from the sky. I captured it. It's ours. And our animals, the wildlife, the deer, the turkey, the coons, the coyotes, anything that needs a drink, it's right here. And the aquatic life in here. It's awesome. Come down here at night, throw you a fishing pole out, get you some dinner. I'm telling you what, folks, this food thing, food security, you're starting to hear more and more rumbling about it. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. You need to control your food. And if you don't have a way to grow your own food, well then maybe you need to be thinking about it, because I'll tell you what, all this other stuff out here. Oh, I got an ant. I knew something was stinging me. All this other stuff out here, all these fancy new shiny metal and boats and lake houses and all this, it won't mean anything to you when your stomach's empty and the grocery stores are bare. We already saw it when it happened when COVID first hit. There wasn't any meat. You could go into Sam's, which I don't, but we had friends that did. There wasn't any meat in the meat counters. None. Stripped. So the beautiful thing about land, and everybody says, oh, it's expensive. Well, it is. But you know, even if the price would go down after you buy it, you can still grow food on it. And you still got the land. And so I think, you know, those of you who are retiring, you got a nest egg and you're wondering, what are you going to do with your money? Because it seems like inflation is going to eat up any value of the US dollar. You better put it in something that will hold its value. And land, livestock, something you can raise to trade for something that you might need, or to sell to pay electric bill, whatever. You know, you can raise animals out here on this land. And it doesn't take anything. It doesn't take any outside inputs other than a little bit of fuel for an ATV, some fencing. Make sure you put a good perimeter fence in, that's number one. You know, if I'm going onto a piece of property that I bought, that's the number one thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to put a fence in that'll keep my animals in my farm and not on my neighbor's farm. Good fences make good neighbors. There's a reason for that quote. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. We're going to get the rest of these sheep paddocks put in so the sheep can be in heaven. And there's Connor and Isaac coming toward me. And we're going to get going with the next sheep paddock. Everyone have a good one. Hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see you next time.